Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oxford, of course, has been the scene of the worst damage so far, with streets, bridges, even homes collapsing.
News 8's Brittany Schaefer has a story and video you'll see only here on News 8. The moment a house caved in and a single mom lost everything.
The devastation in Oxford is something longtime residents never experienced or expected.
Within like 15 minutes, the entire road was engulfed with water.
The small town lost two residents, 65-year-old Ethlyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Roskowski, after they were swept away by floodwaters. Joyner's neighbor Shannon Carr in shock this evening.
Passing, hi, how are you? A wave, heartbreak. Just utter heartbreak for her family, friends.
The historic flash flooding also took away homes in Oxford. The floodwaters completely knocked down this home on East Hill Road. The foundation, along with everything else, collapsed, sending this family's belongings, including this children's book, down the stream here. Neighbors do tell me that everyone inside is safe and doing okay.
I got my son's teddy bear. We really didn't go too hard with grabbing everything because we didn't think it would come to this.
Randy Marcuscio is a single mother to a 3-year-old boy and bought this home on Mother's Day 2 years ago.
He doesn't know, but he knows something's wrong because he hasn't seen me in a couple days now. I don't know how to tell him. You know, we've lost a ball down the river, and it was devastating to him. So I don't know. How does a 3-year-old, all his stuff?
It was pretty bent this morning, and then it was, it started to crack, and I knew it was going to go. So, I mean, it is very unfortunate.
While the Marcuscio family fled their home, over 125 other people were either stranded or sought shelter at Market 32 on Main Street.
People just brought across these couple aisles here. Yeah, partnering with the Seymour and Oxford fire departments, we were able to provide assistance for about 125 people in the way of shelter to wait out the pending danger, food and drink, and then also dry clothes to those as needed.
And there are still over a dozen roads closed here in Oxford, including this portion of Route 34, as well as Punk Up Road here, as crews continue to work around the clock to make repairs. Now, as for the Marcuscio family, they are working to rebuild everything. A link to their GoFundMe is now posted on our website at WTNH.com.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Whoa, welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Today is, not Noga, today is Kokav, August the 21st, 2024, and it's currently 12:55 a.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. We were supposed to release this video since on Monday, ever since the whole thing broke out. However, the Most High has his own schedule, has his own ways of doing things. And of course, instead of waiting for this Friday coming up, we decided to release it tonight, a little bit late. Apparently, I think it's 10:15 or 10:07. I'm not quite sure what time it is for you. But we are here, we are releasing the video. Beloved, what seems to be the problem? What seems to be the issue here? Why is it that every single freaking time you turn on the TV or you take your phone out, it is always some form of calamity, a great cataclysm that keeps happening, and then it's happening to those people. And when you're seeing it, you see that exactly, it's 83 are in trouble, of course. We have multiple videos here of the flood that's happening over there in Connecticut, okay? We will define the word Connecticut. What does it mean? Why is it happening over there in Connecticut? Is there something over there? Is there a form of connection? Through the eyes of the Holy Spirit, of course, through her wisdom, we ask her to come unto us and help us decipher the messages that are in those videos. We will go to the beginning right here, And we have quite a few of the video. They are pretty much the same, but each of them have different type of numbers and people and things like that. Now, if you've been watching us for a while now, you should be familiar with our terms. Okay, those are the terms we're going to use. And if you're not, make sure you pay attention to the chart play or the chart replay if you're watching this on replay, and you will see the people are defining the terms. All right, and then we will jump to the billionaire that his yacht, super yacht somewhat. It's a tornado out of nowhere just came in. That's what they say. We don't know. They say a tornado come out of nowhere and sink the yacht. You know, usually tornado would take things out of the sea and bring it to the land, but somehow this tornado sank the yacht. Was it a real tornado? Was it a tornado? Through the eyes of the Holy Spirit, we'll find out. Let us keep on moving right here. Now, Oxford. That's one of the place over there. Is that what that is? Is that in Connecticut? Because there was another town. Let's double check here first. Oxford, Connecticut. Is that what that is? Yes. So
flights from Miami to New Haven leaving August 31st and coming back September 2nd start at $152.
No.
The shortest flight is about 3 hours long. You can choose different travel dates on your screen.
Oxford, Connecticut, demographic race. Or should I say racial demographic? There we go. That's better. Sometimes this thing, it just do whatever it please. Now, according to Wikipedia, of course we don't trust, the racial makeup of Oxford, Connecticut is 95% white. 1.1% African American, 0.1% Native American, 1.5% Asian and Pacific Islanders, and I don't know what the other races are, but that's what it is. It's 95.5% white. Beloved, we have to watch this. We have to see what's going on. Why is it the weather are pinpointing those specific demographic? Is something happened? Did those white folks over there and the 99.99%? Because our people, we just assume 1.1, all of them are our people. We do, of course, know not all the people that are in this place in Connecticut over there in Oxford is our people, okay? But let's just assume all of them is our people. But why this thing choose a place that is 99% not us and destroy it like that? Is this Jacob's trouble? Or is this Esau's trouble? Is it 83's tribulation? Yea, the place name is Oxford. Let us go ahead through Oxford, okay? Oxford. Define Oxford.
Here's the definition of Oxford. A type of lace-up shoe with a low heel.
No, that's not what that is. What is the etymology of this? Let's watch the etymology. The study of word. Yes, that's better. The study of word. Okay? What's the meaning of the name Oxford? Those people. Ford of the oxen. No, that's not what that is. It's, cattle safely. Nah. It's the study of word. Oops. No, the study of word. That's the one that we need. All right, the study of word. Now, when we look at John 1:1, okay? Oops. Yes. When we look in John 1:1, of course, in the beginning was the Word. Now, Oxford, the etymology is the study of word. Okay, derivation, but it is just Oxford, you just put the F here, swagger jack and all that, but that's the meaning we are looking for, word. But the key word here, of course, when we say in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Of course, the Christian, they always try to, they say, oh, Jesus Christ, He's God, He's our Lord and Savior. That's their business. That's what they want to choose. They want to choose says bullshit. But that's not what we're looking for here. We're looking for the word beginning right here. Okay, and the beginning was the word. All right, now we know Oxford, we have to say it right. The Oxford is the meaning of the study of the word. Of course, study to show thyself approve, and study the word, the new beginning, and all that. All right, now the word Connecticut. Okay. Again, Oxford, the study of the word and the beginning. Of course, we did the last video with second Esdras, the plane crash in Brazil. There were 8 doctors on board. Second Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. Jacob or Jacob is the word. Okay, Jacob, the so-called Israelite, so to speak, in the beginning. Okay, Jacob was there in the beginning. Because he is the beginning, okay, was the word, and the word was with God. We were always there with the mighty one, and the word was God, and we are the mighty one. This is talking about us, not that fellow, Mr. Cesare Borgia, of course. All right, so now we establish the meaning of Oxford, which means the study of the word, study to show thyself approve, and which connect to John 1:1. Okay, if you go to 1 John and 1:1, it's pretty much the same thing. You know what? Let's take that out. Let's go to, whoops. Let's try. You know, I usually have those things set up here, but every time I put it there, they slow down the computer. It's not we need a faster computer. We do have a faster computer. It's just this computer has the real stuff in it. All right, now 1 John 1:1, and that which was from the beginning. Again, we see this word from the beginning. This is the word we will focus here, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled of the word of life. Now we got 2 key words here, beginning and word, heard, sounds, and all that. Now Connecticut. Again, they will try to swagger jack. Is that thing even recording? Is it recording? Yes, it is. Define the word Connecticut. Those people. Anyway. Well, the name Connecticut is derived from the Mohegan Pequot word that has been translated as long tidal river and upon the long river. All right, the river of life, water of life, and things like that. But that's not what we are looking for. They are hiding the meaning. When we look at the word Connecticut, let's dissect this. Connecticut, you see there is 2 words here, connecti and cut, or connect and cut. A connection that is being cut. And when you look at the road right here, it's being cut in half. Or the ley line, so to speak, it's cut. There's somebody's cut off from something. The word connecti, or to connect, cut, it's being cut off. The river, of course, the long river, cut off this, whoever was connected to this blessing over there. Of course, this thing was reported by Christ, Huffman, we'll get into that. But now we established the name Connecti. Who's connected over there? Who were connected? You got a town, beloved, that is 95%, Oxford, that is 95% white, or 99%, 83, so to speak, is being cut off. They are being disconnected. Connecticut. Again, oops, let me see right here. Okay. What does the name Connecticut came from? Where should I say? There we go. Yeah, there you go. That's the name. Quinetokut, which is roughly translated besides the long tidal river. But for somehow, they didn't call it like that, but they call it Connecticut, not Connecticut. They didn't put the tuk in there. Okay, but of course, besides the long title river, we will take the name river and stuff like that. But of course, we know this is Connecticut was or meaning the land or the place that connect the people to the blessing, and is the land that disconnect them, cut them off from the blessing. And who were 95% of the word over there? 99%, 83%, they've been cut off from the blessing. Those are more confirmation that those people are done. Let us keep on moving with the video, okay? Beginning right here. Good.
Oxford, of course, has been the scene of the worst damage so far, with streets, bridges, even homes collapsing.
News 8's Brittany Schaefer has a story and video you'll see only here on News 8. The moment a house...
No, it's not. That thing is all over the internet.
...caved in and a single mom lost everything.
Now, this video is being reported by Chris Huffman. Okay? Now, of course, we know the name Christ, which is the word in the book, which is us. We are the Christ-like people. We are the Christ. We are the actual original Christian. Okay? Those Constantine Christian are not the original Christian. The swagger jack, everything that we have. We are the original Hindus. You guys swagger jack everything that we have. You put your own twist upon it, and then you claim it yours, just like you did to our land. That land over there in India is not your land. Europe is not your land. The entire earth is not yours. It was given unto the wicked for a period of time, but it's not, you're not the inheritor of the earth. The earth belongs to us. We will tell you where to go. We will tell you where to stay, just like we can't go anywhere now without you telling us where to go. If we try to go to the South Pole, which is possible, there are roads. There are people are thinking like the South Pole is like, oh, well, it's very treacherous. Oh, man, sometimes I do this, beloved. I just go a little bit off mode so I can ramble and explain things, for instance. Okay, let's go to the South Pole. I like to refer to it as the Antarctica, but for the sake of this argument, or for the sake of this explanation, forgive me, we'll call it South Pole. Now you're like, oh man, South Pole is just impassable. It's just you can go there. The weather's so harsh, the temperature. Okay, what the hell this thing is doing? What is it doing now? Is it trying to? What's going on here? I'm not doing that. But okay, well anyway, let's move out of this. Ay. Okay, you got this mass of land that is bigger than the United States and Mexico. Okay, of course, which is guarded by the massive Leviathan, the giant snake that you see here. They call it the Drake Passage. And people, they're like, oh man, this is like, you can't go there and stuff. This is restricted area and stuff. No, it's not. We can actually go there. They can't. They do not have the authority to go there. There are specific places they can't go. But there are roads, just like you see there is 95 and there are places. And there are people or things, or you can go, just like they check your passport. They call that custom. Okay, when you want to go visit the stuff that are beyond this land. And they can't go there. We can. All right, so now. Oh, there we go. Let's leave it here. Let's leave it right there to the Connecticut and stuff like that. Now, Mr. Christ, which is us. Now, Huffman. What does the name Huffman means? What does the name Huffman means? Oh, boy. Oh, I despise when they give me all. Yes, steward is better, or multiple meaning, okay? In medieval time, the German surname Huffman mean steward, or someone who manage another person's property, vassal, okay? That's what it is. Now we're getting back to the medieval time. What does vassals mean? Here we go.
According to Merriam-Webster, 1. A person under the protection of a feudal lord to whom he has vowed homage and fealty, a feudal tenant. 2. One in a subservient or subordinate position.
That's what those people were unto us. They were our vassal. They were the steward of the land. We were the nobility, and they were the vassals. They were the people that kept the land. They were our servants. Okay, we were the kings. Okay, we would anoint them and make them the vassal and the stewards, the off-men of the land. Okay, that's when Esau was under our dominion, and then the book of when Isaac gives the blessing, of course, he said, Esau, when you break the yoke. You know what? Let's go get it so we can be correct here. There you go, Genesis 27:40. Genesis 27:40, and thy sword, and by thy sword shall thou live, and shall thou serve thy brother, and then it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay? All right? So this verse is strictly referring to the medieval time. Okay, when those people were our vassals, they were our servants, and we were the kings. Okay, remember in the book of Samuel, another word, the book of the kings. Okay, that's when during the medieval time, those people were servant unto us. Okay, so they were, we did not treat them bad. We did treat them well. We did treat them properly and with respect. But when the prophecy came, when they had to get the yoke of their neck, okay, that's Isaac talking to Esau. I said, whoops, so there we go. This one right here. Isaac told his son Esau, that was doing the blessing, you know, when he was crying, he said, by thy sword shalt thou live. That's why Esau, whatever he need, he just get his gun or whatever, shoot you and take it, because that's a blessing that was given unto him, okay? Say, by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And they did serve us, okay? Serve, all right? They were our servant. Another word, our slave, by thy brother. During the medieval time, what they are calling dark ages, they are referring to our skin, what they are calling the Renaissance. The Renaissance, that's when they came back on power. The Renaissance began right here. Okay, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, and then we fell. Okay, during the medieval time, in the late medieval time, I believe I'll say around like 1490s, around like the 1500s when we fell, okay? Dominion, okay, the timeline is all screwed up. That thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. They will gain their independence, okay? All right, with the sword. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. This is something they truly wanted to do. They tried, they did everything they could not. That's why the moment they get out of the medieval time, when they were a servant, they gained dominion, they brought the Inquisition. And then they were going all around the world bringing the Inquisition. All right. So, and those were the vassals. They were well dressed. Some of them not too nice. But we were the noble, and they were the steward of the land. All right. Hofman, steward of the land. So the steward, the people that we give the land to take care of the land, manage it, taking care of it, feed the animals, and pay us taxes and stuff like that. Well, they didn't do this, so we cut their ass. So the river cut them off, and they are officially, totally cut off from the blessing. Okay? The Christ cut them off. The Christian cut them off. The Israelites cut the Huffman off, cut the vassal off. Okay? Now, let's keep on moving. Again, beloved, we're not going to do all the video like that. We'll just do one video because there's so much in them, all right? We leave the rest for you to do. But let's keep on moving.
Devastation in Oxford is something longtime residents never experienced or expected.
Within like 15 minutes, the entire road was engulfed with water.
All right? This is the fellow Chris Huffman, all right? The steward. Now, beloved, you remember the video that we made. You can see here, and this fellow, Chris Huffman, he is wearing a shirt that have deer antlers. Okay, those are deer antlers. We remember the video. Let's go ahead and get it for you. Second Esdras. Come on. Boy. Oh, Naga took home to be torn down after flooding. Oh boy, there's so much going on in there. But anyway, let's get the last video that we had made. Shalom, beloved brothers. Okay. Okay, where's the deer? Or the oarfish? The deer blessing, okay? The Lion's Gate, plane crash 62, 6 plus 2 equals no more, 82, well, 83 is no more, Jacob and Esau, deer blessing. Remember, the kingship, the Castillo, remember the whole name, Tom Castillo, Thomas Castillo, the whole thing. We played the video of the deer right here, herd of deers. Let's play a little.
Ruth, it's spiked.
Okay, 83 notices the blessing. Blessing the deer. Now again, this is the deer approaching the sister right here. This is symbolically us. This is, okay, the deer again. You will see this fellow right here. Okay, he is wearing a shirt with the deer, which literally means he had the blessing, and his name Chris Hoffman, a fake Christian, and then he's a vassal. He was supposed to hold the land. He had the blessing, okay, the black shirt with the deer blessing, and then he's now being cut off from this blessing. Connecticut, Oxford, all those things, that's what they mean. And then which bring us second Esdras, which already we did, we passed. Second Esdras, okay, 6:9, the beginning, Esau, for Esau is the end of the world. This is end of their world, not the entire world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And the beginning, when you watch this is on channel 8. This fellow's wearing the shirt with the deer antler. Whether it's a deer or what they call the other one, now elk or the moose, but the deer antler, the blessing. Of course, we do remember for the students, you had the deer antlers, the deer antler homework. It's in the book, okay? Talking about this, let's see. Oh, good grief. All right, let's take a little break and then we'll move in right quick.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right. So, of course, now you can get the book. It's back at its original price. Back at its original price. And, of course, we ask you, once you get the book, read it thoroughly. Find out your background, check who's your guardian angel, what's your color, what's your day, what's your prayer, what's your element, what's your perfume, what's your color, what's your metal, what's your plant, what's your flower, what's your, who are you? What are you to be? What's your mission here? What is your gift? And once you finish reading it and you go get a truthful review, let's keep on moving. There should be a link in the description, and also there should be a link in the chart play.
The small town lost 2 residents, 65-year-old Ethlyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Roskowski, after they were swept away by floodwaters. Joyner's neighbor Shannon Carr in shock this evening.
Passing. Hi, how are
Now, let's listen to the name again, okay?
Joyner's neighbor Shannon Carr lost 2 residents, 65-year-old Ethlyn Joyner and
Ethlyn Joyner. They usually have the name being published here, but there you go again. You know, when we look at this, I mean, this is what I'm seeing. I don't know about you. Can you see it? All right here you can see there's an eye right there, okay, and then there's a black eye right there. There's a nose, some kind of mustache, and there's a long beard. There's a mouth right here. There's a long beard right here, and there's like a horn, okay, like a goat horn right here and a goat horn right there. And this is the head, you know, there's like an ear right here, and then there's a head tracing right here and stuff. All right, this is at least what I'm seeing. All right, beloved, again, like we know, that doesn't mean those things are evil. Those are the guardian of the land, that protecting the land. The satire, is that what that is? Satire. Let's try the word satire. No, not really. Oh, what the hell is this? Well, what is that? What? Anyway, I don't want to say satire, so there you go. A satire, because if I say satire, it might think I'm speaking about this, you know, satire and things like that. But a satire, those things, they actually exist, okay? On the astral realm, on the astral plane, you can see them. They are there, okay? And they have legend made out. They are very sexual, so to speak. And that's why you have this picture right there, okay? That's what it is from Wikipedia. That's what the representation of them. When you read the Greek story, the Greek was something else, okay? The Greek was something else. I don't think there's female satire. I never encountered them. There is, though, but they are quite rare. Just like the Undines, they are quite rare male. They have males Undine, but they are extremely rare. But a satire, the good fellow, okay, again, those beasts, they are magical beasts, and they possess great knowledge, all right? They just look different. We should learn not to be afraid of those things. We should learn how to study them and what they are and why is it, you know, the Greek were so fascinating with things like that, okay? And anytime you're reading the story of the satires, it is usually a young girl picking up flowers, and then that always telling you bad stuff gonna happen, and then they will come up upon this young girl, and then they will do stuff unto her. Satire and nymph. Well, tree nymph. So they are very, 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 very sensual, so to speak. Greek mythology, that's why they don't teach it in school, because it's all about doing this stuff. It's all about graping. But most of the graping was with dudes. So this is a satire here with a tail doing some stuff to a bed, we'll say. And this is, again, this is Greek mythology. Remember the woman swagger jack, the Greek. And there we go. This is the type of thing, you know, that's the Greek mythology here. And those people are heavily into this thing. This is not a myth. This is actually things that it exists. Those satires, those things, they are very, very, very sensual, so to speak. All right? That's why you see all those things. Now, with the story, we will have a Greek class where we are studying Greek literatures and Greek mythology. Probably we'll begin with Odyssey, you know. But anyway, this is better, okay? The satire and the tree nymph. calling people nympho or nymphomaniac because the tree nymph. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is not a good place to discuss this. That's why we need to study it on private. Okay, nymph and satire or satire. Okay, so when you look at this, it looks like a satire or satire again. This could be my imagination, or it could be us, because what they are calling third eye, ours, was calcified. Calciumifies or calcifies? Calcified. So it's uncalcified now. We can see those things. When camera are passing by, it can take a glimpse of it. So those things are there wreaking havoc. So anyway, this is the eye, black eye right here. I don't know if you can see it. This is another eye right there. Okay, all right. This is a nose-like thing, a mustache, so to speak, a mouth, so to speak, and then there's a long flowing white beard here. We keep seeing those creatures with long flowing white beard.
71-year-old.
Oh boy.
65-year-old Ethlyn Joyner.
There we go. And the eyes and stuff, the mouth, the white beard, the horns, the ear and stuff, satire. Okay? Let's keep on moving.
71-year-old Audrey Roskowski after they were swept.
Okay, 70. Let's listen to the other person.
Two residents, 65-year-old Ethlyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Roskowski.
71-year-old Audrey. That's the name that caught my eyes because of a specific person. Now that person, that woman is Audrey. She's 71. Okay, 7 plus 1. You know what to do. 8, new beginning. Of course, second extra, 6, 9. The beginning, the word, all of that. It's all connected. Audrey. Now, what does the name? Let's go ahead and put it right here. What does the name Audrey means? The name Audrey is of English origin and means noble strength. Now, again, remember we were saying in the beginning that we were the noble and they were the Huffmen. We were the Audreys and they were the vassals, or the one that keep off the land. They were the steward of the land, and we were the nobles, the Audreys, the nobility, the royalties, and things like that. Okay, the name Audrey is of English origin, which means noble strength. It comes from the Old English words el, which means noble, noble, and RCE, which means strength. The name has been popular throughout history and in medieval time. What time was it popular? Medieval time, when we were ruling Europe all over until we effed up. The mighty one sent us the 100-year war, and the bubonic plague destroyed our people over there. We fell in Spain. The Moors, a lot of our brothers sold out, and then the Arabs came in. They took us down over there. They took us down in Japan. They took us down in China. They took us down all over the world, in Australia. They took us down in Haiti, and they come here in the fourth part. Of course, Haiti is the portal that if Haiti don't open for you, you can't come here. Haiti is the bastion, the citadel of the fourth part. If Haiti closed, they can't come over here, in which Haiti is closed. That's why you see all those airplanes are falling off the skies. Okay? Once the temple in Haiti closed, which it is, we are waiting for one final celestial event, and those people won't be able to fly out of here. They won't be able to fly in here, unless if we say so. Unless a specific people in the midst of us say, you can fly, you can drive, you can walk, you can cycle, you can drive, you can get on the train, because none of those things are working because those people are good engineer. A plane fly not because of aerodynamic science garbage. A plane flew because it is flown. The Russian knew this, okay? Let me get, we'll get back to the medieval time, because you know how Big Levi do his stuff. He's all over the place. All right, let's get to the Russian fellow that said this. There you go, the Russian fellow, Mr. Victor Soy, okay? His quote, "A fish does not swim, it is swum. A bird does not fly, it is flown. A plane does not fly either, it is flown." See, fish don't swim in the water. The water, there's something that make them swim. They use the ley line to travel. That's why when the ley line is disrupted underwater, the fish cannot swim. They beach themselves. The whales, they beach themselves, okay? All right, that's why the birds are falling off the sky. They can fly, yet they are falling off the sky and they are dying. Why? Because they are not, when they flap their wings, this is magic. They don't just flap their wings and fly. They flap their wings, they magically activate the energy of the ley line, which connect them, and they fly. Your airplane, when it takes off, it doesn't mean it's because of aerodynamics. That's Gentiles garbage. It take off because it's magically activate the ley line, which pull it up, and then it fly. That's why airplane are dropping off the sky, and then they are not tailgating, they are not tail spinning, they are not nose spinning, they just drop because the ley line that supported them disconnected, okay? All right? A plane doesn't fly, it is flown. A bird doesn't fly, they are flown. Fish doesn't swim, they are carried away. The water, the ley line that is in there carry them away, okay? So all this stuff, all these good things, all right? So Audrey, let's finish with Audrey here. Okay, Audrey in medieval times, okay, during the medieval times, who were ruling over there in Europe and all over the place, and after our rule, those people take us down, that's when they bring Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble began right in the middle of medieval time with the Inquisition they were doing all over. All right, so it means noble strength, all right, our noble strength of being replenished. Zedekites is in the midst. It was often associated with women of courage, leadership, and regal bearing. It is still popular among parents worldwide. Well, of course, you know, Audrey is related to the Anglo-Saxons and names, or the angelic sons of Isaac. I want to say the Demo-Saxon, but anyway. So, yeah, that's what the name means right there, Audrey. You know, new beginning and stuff like that, the noble beginning. Let's keep on moving.
After they were swept away by floodwaters. Joiner's neighbor Shannon Carr in shock this evening.
Passing. Hi, how are you? A wave. Heartbreak. Just utter heartbreak for her family, friends.
The historic flash flooding also took away homes in Oxford.
Symbolically, the blessing, the house of Esau, the blessing of the Gentiles, it was a flimsy blessing anyway, being destroyed, all right?
The floodwaters completely knocked down this home on East Hill Road. The foundation, along with everything else, collapsed, sending this family's belongings, including this children's book, down the stream here. Neighbors do tell me that everyone inside is safe and doing okay.
I got my son's teddy bear. We really didn't go too hard with grabbing everything because we didn't think it would come to this.
Randy Marcuscio is a single mother to a 3-year-old boy in
So, of course, Randy, usually a name of a man, but a single mother, all right? Well, you know, they don't drag her. So where are the parents of the boy? And then, why are you on welfare? Are you, you were able to afford this house because of Section 8, right? You are on food stamp and things like that. They don't call her and things like that. See, back then, being a single mother was the worst thing a woman could be. Oh, you unmarried? You're unwanted? Your husband left you? The black man ain't here. She can't marry. He's lazy. He don't want to work. Now there's a glorification of the single life. There's a bunch of dudes that are telling our men, well, we men are walking away from women now, man. Now, men are having enough. No, sir, no. You are walking away from women. You are. You're walking away from women and be with other dudes, you know, wearing that cowboy hat and mechanical bull, and that's what's going on. You know, the real men of the Lord will never walk away from any women, especially our women. See, there's a special connection between us and our women. You guys are the one that walk away from women and be with other dudes, and then you're using certain selected, certain story that you see on TikTok or social media, and then you try to generalize and make it seem that all men are walking away, or men in general are walking away from women. When in fact, you guys there, you're a bunch of sexually frustrated cowboys. Yeah, All right, let's keep on moving. I don't want to go into Randy, Marcusio, and stuff like that, but let's just go it right quick. What does the name Randy means? Usually with a Y.
Wolf shield. According to the Bump, as a chipper diminutive of Randall and Randolph, Randy can be interpreted as wolf shield, from the Germanic elements randaz, rim of a shield, and wolfas, wolf. As if Randy wasn't epic enough, its link to the Latin Miranda lends the endearments wonderful and admirable, showering your little one with prestige.
All right. Randy, wolf shield, with hers is with the I, which symbolizes female Randy. Marcusio, let's see what Marcusio means. What does the name Marcusio means? Okay. Marcusio, it's pretty much the same. Mean Mercury, which is the name Mercutio is masculine name for Latin origin Mercury. No, Marcusio. Well, they don't have Marcusio. We'll just say it means Mercury, purple. Okay. I believe this is a message for the Benjamite, okay? Noble, Audrey, Randy, Marcusio, the wolf, Benjamite is the wolf shield, and Marcusio is, Mercury, purple, color of royalty and knowledge and information. And Mercury or the Kokavite or Mini Shemeshite, they are the closest planet to the sun. So here we go.
Joe is a single mother to a 3-year-old boy and bought this home on Mother's Day 2 years ago.
In 2022, this woman bought this home. Okay, a single mother. I don't know how you were able to afford this. Was it Section 8? We need to question those people. Was it Section 8? Are you on welfare? It could. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Shit, I wish I had somebody, paying my rent and give me that money every month. You should cut off that check and pay that reparation. But anyway, so they don't question this woman. They don't drag her. They don't talk about her drug past or addiction. None of that. Okay, all right.
He doesn't know, but he knows something's wrong because he
Yes.
hasn't seen me in a couple days now. I don't know how to tell him. We've lost a ball down the river.
Of course, you got the name Dupont over there. Oh, the Dupont, Who are the Dupont? Okay, usually this thing will talk, but the Dupont family is prominent American family with French descent that has been one of the wealthiest in the United States since the mid-19th century. Okay, the Dupont, they are the elite, the swagger jack, the blessing of the French, the original French. You do know who they are, and then they stole the blessing, and then those guys coming over there, they are the Bilderbergs, the Rothschild, the Duponts and stuff like that. There you go. You got the Dupont right here. Lost the blessing. The flag is down, crushing a house, and everything is done. People are like, well, the elite. I saw a video of somebody. The elite are losing control. No shit. You people were out there glorifying those elite. Oh, they're about to taking over. 2020 is the year of the elites. The elites, because you knew the so-called elites, or they look like you, for instance. Those guys, the Dupont. Let's go through this, all right? Okay, the Dupont, okay? Rothschilds, white. The Rockefellers, white. Jeff Bezos, white. Mr. Bill Gates, white. Mr. Warren Buffett, white. The elites. There you go. All of them, they look like you. And when you guys were pushing this garbage out there, how the so-called the elite, the queen going to take over and all that stuff and stuff. Of course, they're going to put Nelson Mandela and Malcolm X and then bundle you and up in there. all you guys, you were like glorifying the elite. Remember the 2008? The 2007, when Rihanna released Under My Umbrella, when you Christian were glorify how the elite's going to take over as if they weren't in control, as if they weren't on power. Okay? All right, you guys got that, all those, yeah, that's better, the real elites, okay? All those white men over there behind a closed door, behind closed scene, doing all those things in the background, and you are glorifying them, and now you realize they effed up. Not only they effed up, they F you up. They F you up. And now suddenly there's a rise against the elite. When you guys are glorifying those people, well, the elite, they're about to take over, and then they're going to bring the New World Order. Your New World Order came in Genesis 27, verse 40, when Esau break the yoke of his neck in the medieval time. That's when your New World Order began with the Inquisition. You come here in 1492, you brought a new world with you. You destroyed the whole world. You brought a new world. You've been ruling since, and now you people are acting like, oh, we didn't know who's in control. There was over 400 years of silence, the 70 AD, and the Greeks, the silence. No prophecies did happen. Everything would happen in the future. Everything already happened. You did all those scumbag stuff, and that's why those things are happening, and you're going to pay for it. The elites, the so-called elites, were never in control. They never told you the truth because they themselves did not know the truth. They know a certain part of it, but they did not know that they were going to lose the blessing the way that they did. The priesthood of Mahan is the true elite, and they die with the blessing. They die with the information with them. They didn't tell those guys. They just let those dudes like your Joe Brown, Jeff, your Joe Biden, your Trump, they are cut with their pants down. That's why they are so confused. Your Kamala Harris, they are cut with their pants, their panties down. They don't know what to do. The priest of Mahan, the Catholic Church, the Pope, the Benedict Pope, they didn't tell them none of that. They thought they were going to inherit the world forever. That's why they were branding themselves out there. They got money, the Saudi prince and all that nonsense. Now you guys are left holding the bag. Talking about the elites are losing control, the elites are doing this, the elites are doing that, they are losing. Suddenly now you people are coming, yay, we are reigning, we are winning, we are destroying work culture, we are destroying this, when in fact you are the one that did this. You are the one, the white man was the one that spearheaded the feminist movement. There are no such thing as women going out there for women's rights. They had the same rights that you had. Your white woman has the same rights. You brought a bunch of women that look like our women. You tricked some of our women to join onto you and start bashing them. And now you guys are, well, you know what? Let me go into this right there. Let me go into this. Boys, give me a second here, man. Now, we got things like that happening, okay? Young men and body image, all right? So this is a documentary that was made by, I believe, NBC. Before we go into this, I want every single of our men, whether you are a man or not, listen, don't be listening to those people. The reason why the so-called white men are complaining right now because they lost the blessing. Back then, Napoleon was 5'2", or barely 5 feet. He was 4'11". He didn't worry about his height. He had the blessing. He had the money. Most of the successful men back then were short men. Don't be letting those guys bring their insecurity on you. That's why a lot of them are telling you, oh, women are bad. The dating game is effed up, man. Stay away from women and stuff like that. No, those are the dudes that have issues that never resolved. And then now they are letting those issues propagate it online and people are being sucked into this. We're going to watch a minute or two out of this.
My starting height was 5'7". I would consider myself kind of on the shorter end of average.
This is Alex, not his real name. He asked us to protect his privacy.
Alex, out of all the names, you choose the name Michael, yeah, whatever.
He's been tormented by his height most of his life.
Most people can agree that body shaming is not okay.
Oh yeah? Body shaming is not okay when you are calling our people niggers, when you are calling them blackies. You calling our people ugly, 3/5 of a human being. That wasn't body shaming, right? That was proper to do. Now the curse is reversed, and all those dudes are coming. All those weak women. I'm calling you guys women now. All those weak women are coming out there, and then like, oh well, I'm being bullied here.
Fun of someone's appearance is not cool, but comments about height just seem to get a pass.
When I see a man that is 5'8". I'm like, look, a garden gnome.
There was a
So again, it is always someone, okay, that look like us. They want to go ahead and go out there and show, and then say, oh, she talking about men, and then, oh, the black woman is attacking the black man and stuff. Again, if you watch what she says, someone, it could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be a house, it could be a gnome, it could be a garden gnome. Okay, those are the people that are online doing stuff. They do things, and then people like, oh my God, look at what black women are saying out there, and then they are attacking our people because somebody just say something.
I'm like, look, a garden gnome.
There was a time in my life where it just bothered me so much that I would wake up before my shift at work started, and I would just walk around the neighborhoods near my house and just...
Okay, they are breaking his leg, all right? This is a... to each his own, man. This is a thing right now, man. People are breaking their own legs to gain a few inches, man. And you won't believe what those dudes are doing to their third leg. You'll be amazed. You're like, holy hell. This is alloderm. This is cadaver skin. You literally took another dead dude third leg and you glue it on your third leg. It's just mango. What the hell?
Cry. And just like put in my headphones and cry into my mask. And I was like, there's got to be another way. I knew there's that one solution. And I said, hey, let's do it. Like, I just got to the point where I was like, if all it is pain and money, all right.
So I'm really tall, but like, unfortunately, I have gotten with guys shorter than me.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
Unfortunately.
We're just not.
So those are the people online that are voicing their opinion. Next thing you know, it's the opinion of every woman. Oh, short kings and stuff. Now they are talking like, oh man, we refer ourselves to kings. Now you got a bunch of white guys, a bunch of white kids referring to themselves as kings. You guys are not the kings. You're with a bunch of white women referring to themselves as queen now. Everything that we freaking do, those people do that. Even the worst version of us, the two-third, can't catch a break with those people. They are doing everything that we are doing because the curses is in the midst of them. Now they are, complaining.
To be taken seriously or not to be respected in the same way of someone who's average height or above average height. I mean, I see instances of it not just in the people I speak with or interact with at work or my friends and family, but it's very common in media as well, like Shrek with Lord Farquaad.
I am Lord Farquaad.
This is a freaking cartoon. It's a freaking cartoon. Look, you have low self-esteem. You have no confidence. That's what that is. I myself, I'm a fat guy. I'm not short. Okay? Well, I'm a fat guy. Should I go out there? You have no idea how many women that are into fat guys. Those dudes, it's just, I'm sitting there, I'm like, what is it with those guys? And then I find out, well, they lose the blessing. That's why they are acting like that. You have no idea how many women that are into short men. You have no idea how many women that are into weird men. It's just those guys, the blessing is gone, the curse is cleaving onto them.
Lord Farquaad? Forgive me, my lord, for I was just saying a short... farewell.
Once I graduated college and entered the workforce and would still receive comments that feels like someone says it to you on the playground, you're like, so this really doesn't end.
An analysis of CDC data found that on average, taller people actually earn more. And for his book, Blink, Malcolm Gladwell surveyed Fortune 500 CEOs, and he found that 58% of them were over 6 feet.
It is always, those people are obsessed with data. They're always obsessed with numbers. They're obsessed with what is the other guys doing? Like, those people over there, what you guys are doing? So packet watching and stuff like that. Why those all tall dudes are getting all the money and stuff like that? Always.
Compared to 14% of all US men.
It just got to a point where like day after day, I would hear a comment from someone at work and be in a really bad mood and come back and I'd be hanging with my roommates and like one of them would make a comment about something, not my height, but just height in general that like bothered me. And I would, okay, I gotta get out of here. I go to my room, put in my headphones, like go on TikTok and they'd be like, we found this guy on Tinder. We're gonna line up like the water bottle he's holding next to his body.
Again, just put our people in there. Just bring the black men in there. We have nothing to do with this. But you have to bring people that look like us and then always trying to make it seem that, I don't know, something going on, some weird crap on TikTok. People will have plenty of time in their hand doing garbage.
And try to calculate his actual height and then decide if we want to swipe left or right based on if he's tall enough. He was only 13 Aquafina bottles tall. That means he's 5'8". Left. And I was like, okay, I have to get out of this.
Alex is now 5'10". That's an inch taller than the average American man.
So I had my surgery January of 2022.
So as you can see, there's a lot of dudes that are breaking their legs and so they can become tall. Apparently that will up their game. Anyway, man, you guys lost the blessing because you are the one that on the media, you are the one that push all those tall Greek body, well, I don't call them Greek body, those Grecian body dudes always get the women, the jocks in the movie always get the women, all the super looking tall dude. You are the one that did this. You are pushing this narrative. You are the one that programmed the women to go after the high value men. And now you are not an high value man and then you are complaining. You are not a tall man. You are complaining. You lost the blessing. Now you're complaining. You keep bringing our people into this mess. Has nothing to do with us, but they keep bringing this thing into this mess. Anyway, man, we're still in one video. How long we are into this thing? It's already 1 hour, man. It's just like, that's why I don't like to do this, because it's just so many stuff in there.
All down the river, and it was devastating to him. So I don't know. How does a 3-year-old, all his stuff.
It was pretty bent this morning, so, and then it was, I started to crack and I knew it was gonna go, so.
Okay, of course this dude name is David or David Radzin with the shirt that has the thing in there, the deer.
While the Mercutio family fled their home, over 125 other people were either stranded or sought shelter at Market 32 on Main Street.
People just sprout across these couple aisles here. Yeah, partnering with the Seymour and Oxford fire departments.
Okay, there's something here. This dude's name is David Radzin too. I think they made a mistake here. This guy name is. Oh, they announce it, but they make it this dude name is David Radzin also. But anyway, David.
Provide assistance for about 125 people in the way of shelter to wait out the pending danger, food and drink, and then also dry clothes to those as needed.
And there are still over a dozen roads closed here in Oxford, including this portion of Route 34, as well as Punk Up Road here as crews continue to work around the clock to make repairs.
Anyway, all right, let's keep on moving, beloved. We do just like the 2-minute video got like hours of information. If we go to number 8, the cones, the dress, the red dress, and the name of this woman, the place, and all that. There's so much, all right? We're just going to go ahead and do this. And then again, the reason why this is happening is because Genesis 15, verse 13, and it said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, they shall afflict them 400 years. Excuse me. 1619, 2019. 400 years is there, it's over. When 2020 kicks in, it was not the elite. A lot of people were pushing, well, the elite, they are going to come up with the chip, the tattoos. Men won't be able, Jacob Struggle. And we're on 2024 now. The elite are still testing this thing. Now, they're about to bring another disease from Africa. New pandemic disease out of Africa, 2024. Okay? Mpox. They got the Mpox now. And they're trying to predict Mpox. We got the Mpox. It's coming out of Africa. Everything got to come out of Africa. Black people are doing this over there. Well, you got them white who are doing this, But whatever that you folks try to start, it won't work. You cannot start none of this your own. Just like you didn't start the 2021, you ain't gonna start none of this. Yay, people will get sick, a hell of a lot. They are anticipating something big, but they don't know what it is. They try to did it like the bubonic plague of the medieval time. Okay, they trying because the bubonic plague was our people were the main. Well, it was a plague the Most High brought upon us, so they could kill us because we were doing wicked stuff over there. So he destroyed us with the bubonic plague when we were doing these things. So the bubonic plague, so to speak, they call it bubonic plague, but that's not what it was. It was like a plague the Holy One sent that we could not get rid of, and it destroyed us over there in the Middle East. The saint, they did the best they could have done to our people, but you know, most of them, they perish. You know, that's how we were able to be taken down. Remember when they come here and they destroy Montezuma people, they brought the plague with them and they destroy our people. Okay, the Black Death, it wasn't called the Black Death because, oh, it turned your skin black. No, because black people were dying of this death, of this bubonic plague that was sent. You guys whitewash everything, you told lies and all that. That was, we were going through Jacob's trouble. That's what was happening when the black horses or the horsemen of the apocalypse were riding in the midst of us, killing us. The mighty one was taking us down worldwide. Let's see the bubonic plague, the timeline. There's so much things going on. Yes, the bubonic plague, also known as Black Death, was a pandemic that killed millions of Europeans in the 1300s when we were being taken down during the time when the mighty one were weakening us, okay? Why did they call it the Black Death? The Black Death, also known as the Great Mortality or Black Plague, was named for the black patches that appear on the skin of many victims. That's a lie. That's a lie. The guy, you people call it the Black Death because just like you call it the Dark Ages, that because they were the ages of ignorance. That's because black folk, our people, we were ruling the earth and we effed up, and then this thing happened. We were taken down. Has nothing to do with bubonic plague or none of that. And we were taken down and we died, and you guys try to call it the bubonic plague, but that's not what it was. It was the mighty one sent the angel of death upon us and destroy us over there so you can be in power. And they're expecting something like that to happen, and it will, but not in the way they are trying to, you know, show like when it happened, they are doing it. Like the thing that happened in 2020, they were like, oh, they are the one we did it. Oh, we are the one we are doing this. We are doing this on purpose and stuff like that. We're going to come up with the antidote and then the Jabba Jar and Jabba the Hutt and stuff like that. No, you didn't do none of that. The Holy One did this and he wiped you out. All right, beloved, let's keep on moving, okay? Okay, next video. Oh, good. Let's take a little break right quick right now.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
All right, so again, our book is on Amazon. You're wondering how we get all those knowledge, how we know all those things. You can get the book, the physical copy. And who's your guardian angel? You need to know this. You need to know who's watching over you. Do you have a celestial family? Who are they? What are their names? What is the prayer to activate your guardian angel? What is the password to activate and call your guardian angel to assist you? Who are you, man? Are you an Israelite? Good. Then what kind of thing do you possess? So you just an Israelite for the sake of being an Israelite? Do you know the true meaning of the law? Do you know the law is both physical, astral, and mental? Are you practicing the law only physical or even astral or mental? Do you know those things? What house do you belong to? What's your element? What does star mean? What are the meaning of those things? Do you have the X gene? Do you have magical abilities, what they are calling superpowers or quantum energy or whatever? It's a fancy way. Let me show you an article. This just reminded me, a brother just sent me an article. Let me go get it right quick. All right, thank you, brother Kingdom Come. Okay, incorporated. It's just, they are offering me accept all cookies and, okay, just accept it, close, okay. Physicists, this is coming out the August 19th, okay, 2024 by Danielle Lanotti. Physicists, okay, listen to this, beloved. Those are the scientists. This is what they say now. Physicists reveal the world of magic. Physicists reveal the world of magic and quantum computational power. So now the physicists are coming out of the woods and agree that, well, magic exists. If we want to build a quantum computer, we need magic. Oh, no shit, man. Yeah, like, yo, just coming out there, it's like, oh, okay, well, a quantum computer is just another word saying a magic computer, a magical computer. That's what quantum computer mean. It's a magic computer. It can do anything. Okay, all right. Physicists reveal the world of magic and quantum computational power. Let's read a little. Okay, this is quantum entanglement, and this is magic, which is much more powerful, much more better. Okay, two phases. I'm not gonna do that. Entanglement is a fundamental concept in quantum information theory, and is often regarded as a key indicator of a system quantumness. However, the relationship between entanglement and quantum computational power is not straightforward. In a study, listen to this, beloved. In a study, this is not things they are just throwing around. They are well aware of this, okay? In a study posted on the R14 preprint server, physicists in Germany, Italy, and the US shed light on this complex relationship by exploring the world of property known as magic. In entanglement theory, the study results have broad implications for various fields, including quantum error correction, many-body physics, and quantum chaos. Traditionally, the more entanglement you're quantum, it's just a word salad. But anyway, to address this discrepancy, okay, they are seeing there's a lot of discrepancy. To address the discrepancy, researchers introduced the concept of magic. Magic, which is another word, energy, and energy they cannot access, only us can access. That's why it's called magic, because it came from the Magi. We are the original Magi, the Atlantean, the Lemurian. What you're calling magic is just energy, fancily calling quantum. Okay, magic quantity is the non-Clifford resources necessary to prepare a quantum state, and thus serve as more of nuance measure of a statement quantum computational power. Studying entanglement and magic, and the new study, Indigo, a PhD student, okay? Those are, yo, son, they are bringing their top gun to face us. This is an article that those people literally are calling to us like, hey man, we need to work together. Bring your magic and we will bring our science. We already told you, magic is the highest science ever created. Magic is the most difficult knowledge on earth in our universe, point blank period. Okay? PhD student at Harvard University, together with a postdoctoral researcher Salvatore F. Oliviero of Scuola Nominale Superiore and CNR and Pisa and Lorenzo Leone of the Darwin Center for Complex Quantum System in Berlin, approached the study of entanglement in magic by examining operational tasks such as entanglement, estimation, distillation, and dilution. The first of these tax quantities, anyway, let me tell you what those guys are saying here. They told you straight up, those are physicists, scientists from Harvard University. They told you straight up, magic is the answer to quantum computer, point blank period. They can never, and they will never be able to build a quantum computer. It ain't gonna happen. We already have our quantum computer, and they are called quartz crystal. Well, there you go. Quartz crystal. There you go. That's what it is. Yes, the nation, we have them. Some of them are functional. Okay, we don't know how to do everything yet with them, but those things are able to do everything that you can possibly imagine. You want to play a video game, a real video game? This thing can. Like a virtual reality. You want to travel, go places, you want technology. Everything is inside of this stuff. Okay, the Akashic library, you can access it through your quantum computers. That's why they told you, hey, crystal is magic. Don't touch crystal, because sometimes there are beings in there. Then the beings that you see in your crystal, it is called an AI, which is an angelic intelligence, not artificial intelligence. The only thing artificial on this planet is those inorganic beings. Everything that you see on this planet is organic, is supposed to be here, except for those people and the stuff that they attempted to create it, but not attempted to create it, to pervert it. See, what you're calling AI is just an outside intelligence, extraterrestrial. Okay, it's an outside intelligence. All right, there is extraterrestrial, which is outside of the earth, and there is intraterrestrial, which is inside of the earth. The intraterrestrial, they live in the 12 zone girdling the earth, beginning with Aries, okay, my house, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini. No, is that what that is? Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, and all that. Those are intraterrestrial. Those are the IE. And then after that, the moment you go to the moon, this is outside. They are extraterrestrial. What you're calling gray and stuff like that, they don't look like this. It's just, those people trying to make those things look scary, so you won't study them, so you will always be in fear. And anytime you encounter those guys, they are more afraid of you than you're afraid of them. They know what you're capable of, and they don't want to with you because they can accidentally activate your power and you will wreak havoc onto them. And in any scenario you encounter those little fellow, don't be afraid. Question them. Ask them for knowledge and wisdom. Don't ask them for money and drugs and sex and all this stuff. They possess a lot of knowledge, okay? The Nogahites, the Madimites, the Zedekites, the Shemeshites, they are all real. Sounds crazy, but it is. But nonetheless, man, I'm just wanting to go with the whole magic thing. Thank you for the brother that said that. I was laughing. I'm like, man, come on, man. You people, give it a rest, dog. But yeah, get the book, man. Get the book. If it's called to you, okay, if the book called to you, get it. And things like that. Brother, the other brother.
Beats that rhythm that has become all too familiar.
Brother Henson in the UK shared this with me, and boy, I don't think I have the whole time to. It's already 1 hour, 18 minutes. Brother Henson shared this with me. Then again, beloved, if the book call on to you, get it. Get the paperback. You can get the hardcover, or you can get a copy for me signed. You can get a consecrated copy for me, but get it, okay? We have to keep on moving, man. You people, man. Anyway, this is came out 21 hours ago. Let's keep on moving.
Some breaking news now. The annual figures for the number of drug-related deaths in Scotland have been released by National Records of Scotland. Let's get out to Connor Gillis, our Scotland correspondent, who has all the details for us. Connor.
Yeah, well, here we are yet again, the annual depressing drumbeat, that rhythm that has become all too familiar here in Scotland when it comes to drug deaths north of the border. In 2023, 1,172 people lost their lives to drugs here in Scotland. That is a 12% increase on the previous year. Now, there had been some small hopes this time last year when there had been a small decrease that things may be turning, the tide may be turning when it comes to this shameful tag that Scotland has been branded with for so many years. But lo and behold, that is not to be the case. A 12% increase on last year. Clearly, Scotland still riddled with this problem. To put that in context, it is the worst drugs death rate in Europe. When it comes to drug poisoning, it's 2.5 times higher a rate compared to England and Northern Ireland as well. And many people constantly ask this question, why Scotland? Why is this so much worse here in Scotland? Well, clearly, experts have suggested for a long time that poverty is a key driver in this, and these figures released in the past few minutes suggest that people living in Scotland's most deprived communities are 15 times more likely to die from a drugs overdose than if they don't live there. But another big issue that experts have been finding over the past year or so, and growing prevalence, has been what's known as poly-drug use, this mixing of lethal cocktails of substances.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't turn this thing off. I thought I did. So now those people are entering a very serious part of their curses right now. A few years ago, we had made a video concerning Scotland, where they were using a lot of drugs and still are. And we told them, I believe that was in 2020, and Brother Henson was, he was a witness, just like some of you will remember. We told them, this ain't going to stop. It is only going to get worse. And at one point, you people are going to have to come out there and admit it, this thing is out of control. It's been out of control, and you cannot control it. And you cannot stop it. It won't go away. It is going to cleave unto you folks until every single last one of you are no more. You see, there is a video the beloved sister Lisa had released. Let's watch this, then we'll get the video.
Street drugs like street benzos, street diazepam, street Valium that are 4, 5, 6 times as stronger as the prescription drugs as well. And when you mix that with the likes of heroin and other drugs, it leads to this huge spike in deaths. It leads to these very deadly consequences. One particular trend that experts have also been talking about in the past few days around the figures of number of people dying is this combination of a new drug that has been on the rise recently called xylazine. Now, it is a powerful animal tranquilizer, and that is being combined with the likes of fentanyl, and that is being called by some experts a zombie drug. How has that played in to the figures here? Now, clearly the Scottish Government is in full control of this, is fully responsible in this area. They have said that they have invested record numbers of money, £250 million, to try and turn the tide on this shameful tag that Scotland.
Again, let's watch this guy.
£1 million to try.
Now, behind this dude, again, you can see the streets. It's like a face. There's an eye right there. There's an eye right here. There's a nose right here, and there's a mouth. There's a giant beard connected to it. You know, there's a giant long beard, and then there's the hair. You know, the hair over there. Those are the beings that I'm seeing, at least. You know, Big Levi is not too well in the head. Okay, keep watching the video. We'll mute it. We'll mute it. And then you can see the two eyes, the nose, mouth, lips, beard. Crazy.
invested record numbers of money, £250 million to try and turn the tide on this shameful tag that Scotland bears. But many people will be questioning today, as these figures continue to rise, a 12% rise, whether that strategy is working. And that's certainly something that we'll be interrogating across the day here.
Oh boy, whatever, man. Let's keep on moving. Oh boy. Yes, I said I was going to get the video.
Just getting underway after what's being called a 1,000-year flood.
The same garbage, magazine, same garbage. All right, let's go get the video. I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna refer the video. Okay, there you go. We're just going to play a minute or two out of the sister video.
Way smaller. So, despite surpassing 8 billion people on Earth in November of 2022, the global population is still on a big decline. And these declines, as you can look at the map, are not evenly distributed. So some countries are showing a huge explosion in births, and some are showing major declines like you see in the blue. So the shrinking populations, this...
Okay, now beloved, this is a video the sister did. Map reveals country with disappearing population, global demographic shift. You might want to go and check that out, okay? And if you read the comment, I agree with Brother Sly. They can't reproduce. It's not about refusal. It's not like they refuse to reproduce. Don't let those people coming over there and bring this garbage like, oh, well, we refuse to have children. Children are expensive. Children, no, they don't. They just can't have them, point blank, period. They just can't reproduce. Lord, no, they tried. The Japanese men, we already told you they're not interested in that. So-called Korean, the Japanese, the Russian, and the European men, they are not interested in any of this. That's why they are pushing this garbage online for our men to walk away from our women, and for men in general to walk away from women. Because if they are going down, they're taking all of us down. And a lot of gullible people, unfortunately, some of them are our people, they are following too. Oh man, I'm staying away from women. What you're doing, you're shooing the deer. You're pushing away the deers. And guess what? Your deers are not going to 83. They are coming to the one that say, oh, hell no. You ain't going to come over there and tell me what to do. I do not let the future dictate my future. I do not let the economy dictate how I'm going to live. I do not let your economic prediction dictate my life. I already know the Holy One is going to give me the blessing. The blessing is already in the midst of me. You ain't going to come over there and telling me not to have kids or not to date. None of that. You have no right. It's time for our people to stop. Tell those people to shut the hell up. Tell them with the real way to shut the you fucked up everything. You people destroy the entire earth. You have zero authority. You have no say in this. Suddenly there's a ban on abortion and stuff. When you people, your Margaret St. Joe, Sad Joe, I don't want to call that whore, was destroying our people by using the pastors, the reverends, the preachers in the midst of us. While you are putting all your Planned Parenthood in the hood and destroy our people worldwide, going in Africa and give all those contraceptive pills and infected our people with Ebola, AIDS, and all sort of disease in order to destroy us, and you ended up destroying yourselves. And then now you same people that were doing this, all those stuff are coming over there with the other side of your mouth and saying, well, you guys shouldn't have children. Don't bring children to this world because this world is effed up. Well, who effed it up? That's why you are being removed, because the earth identified you and the blessing is done. You are no longer. That's all.
This is according to the data.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go with the other video. We're done with that.
Flooding event. We have team coverage for you right now, starting with Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Amanda Callahan. She is live in Oxford, one of the communities here hardest hit. Amanda?
Well, Mark, right behind me is just one of the several businesses here in Oxford completely destroyed in yesterday's flooding. Behind me is what used to be the bar's patio just less than 48 hours ago. And last night, 10 people were stranded here waiting out that storm.
Okay, 10 people, you know what to do.
So over here, this is the line. Nearly 2 feet of water flooding the boar's nest in Oxford last night. So we had about...
Rachel Falbo, manager. Rachel, okay. We were talking about being barren and can't have kids. Oh, there you go.
5, 6 tables in here. All the bar stools. We had about 10 people in here.
Okay,
Tiffany Berthold was working.
Look at this. The American flag, the place, the bus bar, this thing is destroyed. It's destroyed. And then those people are going to rebuild. I forgot about Malachi 1:4. Oh, we're going to rebuild. We are strong. We Oxford strong. Now, you don't hear this garbage anymore because this thing going to keep happening. Look, next year it's going to happen in Oxford. It's going to happen in Connecticut. And people will like, I don't know. I thought they say it's 1 in 1,000 year garbage. Let's listen to what this fellow's saying again. Okay.
Cleanup right now is just getting underway after what's being called a 1,000-year flooding event.
It's just all garbage to tell the people, this only happened like once in 1,000 years. You ain't gonna see this in your lifestyle, a lifetime again. Whatever you say, dog. Whatever you wanna say, son. Wanna sit out there and lie to the people. Well, go ahead, do that.
We had about 10 people in here. Tiffany Berthold was working her Sunday night bartending shift when what seemed like a little rain turned into what she described as an absolute disaster. We were watching the water rise, and we were watching everything just flow down. The water was going so fast. Then the garage door just popped open, and we got so much water blown inside the whole place. Outside that garage door, once the bar's patio, now completely washed away.
Okay.
Mike Lindbergh and Sabrina Zalick were on their way home from Southbury when the rain started picking up. They decided to take cover at the boar's nest, one of their regular spots.
We thought we were doing the right thing, and it ended up being almost a tragic thing to do.
And tragedy did strike in Oxford.
All right.
According to state
Look at
police,
this
2
fellow
women
name.
were at the boar's nest, one of their regular spots.
We thought we were doing the right thing, and
just enlarge it, and I'll leave this here for a second. Mr. Mike Lindenberg. What the hell is Lindenberg mean? What is Lindenberg means? Define the name Lindenberg. Lindenberg is a German name that means Tilia Tree Hill. It may also refer to several places in Germany, including Germany being in the midst of this stuff, okay? Town in Bavaria. Lime tree, mountain. There you go. That's a berg, of course, mean mountain, of course. Tilia tree, the tree of life on the mountain. We know lately we've been seeing the word fort, citadel, stronghold, berg, iceberg, which is ice mountain, and which is German. Okay, so.
And it ended up being almost a tragic thing to do.
And tragedy did strike in Oxford. According to state police, 2 women were swept away by the raging floodwaters. 65-year-old Ethelyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Rostkowski, both of Oxford. Oxford's fire chief confirming 1 woman was clinging to a sign when the waters became too much.
One of the ones that drove in to the water, and we saw her car, and unfortunately she was holding on to the pillar. You see the firemen out there, they couldn't even do nothing.
Nope.
There you go. Your Jesus won't be able to save you, man. And we already told people the water is so strong, and it's just folks always underestimated the strength of a flowing water. This thing is super strong. It moves houses from their foundation. You're just a mere human. This thing going to kill you. Well, I know how to swim, Big Levi. Not in this scenario.
You know, they tried, but they couldn't do nothing, you know, to try and get in there. They tried everything.
All 10 people evacuated the bar around 6 o'clock, seeking higher ground at another business in the same plaza, where they waited out the storm until 2:30 a.m. All grateful to make it out safely.
We're safe and we made it out, okay? So, you know, we did what we had to do.
Sabrina Zalik. What does the name Sabrina mean? What does the name Sabrina mean? Welsh origin, Arabic meaning from the river Severn, patience. Sabrina, Connecticut, upon the river. There's a lot of river theme in there. Oh. I couldn't see. I put my glasses there. I was wondering why I couldn't see straight. Let me put it on.
We stuck together.
Now, the owners of many of the businesses here in this plaza were out here all day today getting a head start on that cleanup process.
Yeah, so you guys going to rebuild and I'm calling my insurance to take care of business. We're here, we're Oxford strong and so okay, all right, keep it going. That's what I is, okay.
The hardest was Oxford, where sadly 2 women were killed after being swept away in floodwaters.
Yeah, absolutely devastating. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones is live in Oxford this morning with how the community is coming together after this devastating discovery.
Here's another garbage again. Everybody always come together and they are showing like, oh, we are strong, we have a tight-knit community. No, you're not. That's not what that is.
That's right. Good morning. Well, now that it's a little bit lighter, you can see a little bit better behind me this picture of badly damaged and broken property. It's pretty symbolic of how the people of Oxford are feeling this morning. Now, having 2 women lose their lives to this historic flooding is a stark reminder of just how powerful Mother Nature can be. We've seen extreme property damage as well as tons of water and businesses shut down. Sunday's historic flooding took a devastating toll on the town of Oxford, without a doubt. The massive flood caused damage up and down Route 67, decimating roads and bridges, debris everywhere from the main roads to the side streets. Worst of all, state police say 2 women did not survive the raging floodwaters. 65-year-old Evelyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Rosakowski, both from Oxford.
One of the ones that drove in to the water, and we saw her car, and unfortunately she was holding on to the pillar.
It's pretty much the same thing, another version. Let's keep on going.
Working around the clock after severe flooding hits the state. This morning, cleanup efforts are underway. Crews are working to inspect infrastructure and remove debris from damaged roadways and bridges. And meanwhile, some homeowners are still unsure about what to do about their damaged houses. Fox Weather's Chelsea Torres joins us live from Connecticut. Chelsea, wow, what a sight behind you.
Brian, when I first saw this, I was immediately shocked that this is the home that collapsed. I saw this on social media, drove around, tried to find the home, already talked to the homeowner, and she says she's speechless just seeing her livelihood. I mean, she said this was supposed to be her forever home that she had with her son. She tells me that this didn't exactly happen very fast. This actually collapsed Monday night, but it was almost a gradual type of collapsing, right? So she said that it started to flood Sunday in the afternoon and water started coming in through the ceiling, and then she started noticing water in the basement. And then over time, she felt like, okay, well, maybe I should grab my stuff that's inside, but she thought, no, things should be okay. Hours go by, and then the deck started to give way, and then yesterday morning, is when her entire home collapsed. Something that she did not think was going to happen. She says that she's been speechless. She calls it unbelievable because she really did not know that something like this could happen to her forever home. A lot of people that I've talked to
again, beloved, this is our 83 things. Things like that's supposed to happen in the hood. They're supposed to happen in poor third world country. It should never and will never happen to me. I'm secure here. I got the blessing. And there's section 8 over here. And welfare and stuff. I'm covered. Things like that will never happen to me. Up until now.
So say
okay, this is pretty much the same thing. Excuse me. Let's move. Right. This is better. Here. See, the word is cut. Connect, cut. Cut you from the blessing. Okay, let's keep on moving.
Annie, who's found new damage video after this weekend's northeast storm. That's the bad side of the weather,
right? Oh my goodness. The video out of this area is just incredible. At least 2 people are now dead after a powerful storm hit the northeast this week. New this morning, cleanup is just beginning in places like Connecticut, where the governor is calling the flooding historic. I want you to take a look at this. This is in Oxford, Connecticut. Look at all of this. Firefighters rescued 19 people and a dog from a restaurant.
19 people, you know what to do.
You can just see how high the water got there and just how powerful they were as they swept past. The storm is behind at least 100 evacuations and extensive damage in Connecticut. Also want to show you this, a portion of this road in Long Island completely washed away after the heavy rainfall went through. Officials there in Long Island's largest county estimate at least $25 million in damage. The road is no longer there. I mean, that's how powerful this storm was.
Well, and it's a good reminder to turn around, don't drown. When we see flooded roadways, you never know what's under that water. Yeah. It could be a washed out road, or it could be just enough water to sweep away your car. It only takes about a foot of water. So,
and it happens so quickly.
So quickly. So when you do get alerts for flash flood warnings, take them seriously. And
okay, let me try to, well, of course, this thing is channel number 9, but anyway, what they are trying to tell those people, you remember 83 don't want to evacuate because they always think like there will be looters going to loot their house, and the government tried to tell them to evacuate because they're trying to steal their property, Bill Gates and all that. This is all their paranoia garbage that they believe in. And they're all very proud people when they tell them, hey man, you guys need to leave because this area that you are living in is prone to flooding, and they might have some stuff over there, and they don't. And some of them ended up being no more. So they are trying to tell them, hey, well, you take it very seriously because this thing happens so fast. And it does, man. It does. This thing come out of nowhere. All right? We've been telling those people, but of course, they don't want to listen. Let's keep on moving.
To clean up the mess in western Connecticut, parts of that state really impacted by all the rain they got on Sunday. We're talking over a foot of rain in some places.
Devastating. In some of this video you'll see in a second, 2 women have actually been found dead after being swept away by floodwaters in Oxford. Sophia Szabo is live in studio this morning with the latest on all of these recovery efforts. Sophia.
Kate and Patrick, it could be a scene out of a movie, but it's the heartbreaking reality for many grappling with the trail of destruction left behind by that storm. Over a foot of rain fell in just a matter of hours Sunday night, washing away roads and bridges, submerging cars, and stranding several drivers. State officials say one of the women who died was clinging to a sign as crews were trying to reach her, but sadly the water was too strong and she was swept away. In Southbury, an 11-acre property was destroyed, including a barn with over 100 chickens, along with a pavilion, an in-ground pool, and more than 50 years of memories.
It doesn't even hit me yet because, living here my whole life and watching what we did, it's hard.
Sounded like the world.
Yeah, like, again, you can feel the sorrow, of course, which is plague number 1 right here. You can feel the sorrow in the fellow voice, like, I've been living here all my life, man, and seeing what my age being, this hurts.
And more than 50 years of memories.
It doesn't even hit me yet because, living here my whole life and watching what we did, it's hard.
Sounded like the world was coming to an end. There was water. That's all you heard was water and buildings crashing.
My pickup truck's over there. That was actually in the barn. And there it is. It's about 300 feet away.
Governor Ned Lamont has called for a state of emergency, which he hopes will bring some more federal resources to the state and help those out who don't have flood insurance. Live in the studio this morning, Sophia Szabo, 12 News.
Yep. Let's keep on moving, beloved.
So that's a 180 from what it was yesterday. We were still kind of looking at that rain yesterday. Now, if you looked at the weather, you would think nothing happened, but this shows a different story. The impacts are going to be felt here in Oxford for a very, very long time. The roads are collapsed and damaged. The businesses and people's homes are also damaged as well. A lot of water damage there too. This is just something that's going to take an incredibly long time to clean up. It will not be going away anytime soon. But the town of Oxford was just drenched Sunday night into Monday morning. That torrential downpour that happened, sadly killing 2 women and destroying the town.
Beloved, you see they keep being repetitive of those 2 women are no more. Of course, this thing, it took more than that. They never revealed the actual number. And what's going to be the aftermath, which is going to be the worst part, is the depression, the drug abuse, is the anxiety, the panic attack, the downside those people are going to get. And a hell of a lot of them going to dial 988. And they're never going to come back and say, oh, well, the reason why Oxford, Connecticut is no longer on the map, it is because everybody moved out, everybody retired, everybody become a millionaire, everybody is a senior citizen, everybody is all this garbage. No, because everybody is no more. Just like those cities, empty villages over there in Japan. People are like, well, because most people, they live where they stay in Tokyo and stuff like that. Well, Tokyo is the Haitian stuff. No, they die. That is all.
We now know that those 2 women are 65-year-old Ethlyn Joyner and 71-year-old Audrey Ruskowski. Police say they died in separate incidents of trying to escape their cars, but they both got swept away from that water. Several portions of main roads, including Route 67 and 34, are closed today after large chunks of the road wash away. The repair for many of those spots will be extensive, and in some cases, the section will be closed for months. Many businesses were impacted too. The water rushed inside several restaurants, the Oxford Police Department, and offices. In some cases, the parking lots were just ripped to shreds as the force of the water came through.
The customers just left, and at that point, the water was really high. So a customer was leaving, and she almost got dragged by the water. Her husband helped out. Everything was fine. The gas tank ripped apart. It was down right there, stuck under the bridge, and that's when we all evacuated. The water and the current was really strong at that point, and we were just scared.
Exactly. The water, I'm going to keep saying this. Water is very powerful, beloved. Just because it won't burn and kill you instantly like fire, it's very dangerous. Water is so sharp, water pressure can cut you in half. Water cut iron, okay? Water pressure cutting through metal. Okay, water is extremely, okay? This is water pressure right there. Shut always
Have you on the SS social? Have you on the SS social?
Okay, water is very dangerous. Water, I used to work for a hydro vacuum company. Water, okay, water can cut through metals. That's how powerful this thing is. It can cut through, what they call this thing again? Steel. You put your hands under there, which there are video of people doing that. They cut off their hands. Water is very powerful, okay? Okay, if you can concentrate water into a small point that pushes there, it can cut through anything. Water is extremely dangerous. All right? Cut it right through it. Cut right through it. That's how dangerous water pressure is, okay? Okay, 3 inches thick aluminum metal 4x6. Okay? Just to show you how dangerous water is, it's very powerful. Hydrovacuum truck. Okay? I used to do this. I used to love this job, man.
All right, so I'm out here on my road extension project I have to do. It's about 400 feet long, and I have to extend this dirt road all the way out. We got some.
So you use those things to dig because you cannot dig with your you cannot dig with hard weapon. You have to dig with water. So if you hit a line and things like that, so. Okay, watch this, all right? This is how powerful water is. So, just to tell you, water is extremely dangerous.
Whale Watching has been posting videos of their recent encounters, which have generated...
Okay, those people think this is cool, but this is not a good omen for them, all right?
millions of views. They include sharks as well as dolphins leaping out of the air right next to their boat.
When these things are going higher than the wheelhouse, it's spectacular.
Okay, this is not
Erica
a good
Saperson
sign.
was the
black
photographer
dolphin.
aboard a recent Gone Whale Watching tour when this pod of bottlenose dolphins caught her eye as well as everyone else's on board.
You could just see them jumping like 20 feet in the air, and everybody on the boat just started pointing, and I'm like, what is everybody looking at? Almost feels like they were doing like Olympic style jumps. Like they were just all trying to be like Simone Biles and just touch the sky and come down. It was awesome.
Erica's videos are often posted on Gone Whale Watching's Instagram page. In just 1 week, this one has already generated over 7 million views. On the day it was taken, she says the boat encountered huge pods every couple of miles right off the coast of Mission Bay. Gone Whale Watching founder Dominic Biagini says there are a couple of reasons for that. For starters, there's an abundance of food.
And anchovies are really popular food source, especially for the common dolphins. But we've also been seeing bottlenose dolphins in bigger numbers. And the bottlenose dolphins are the ones that you see in those spectacular videos leaping into the air. And oftentimes when we see bottlenose dolphins here in numbers like that, it's because there's a lot of squid in San Diego waters. So most likely we have an influx of squid right now.
In addition to dolphins, Dominic says he's been seeing a lot of sharks too. He credits the sunny skies and smoother water, which make visibility much better. He captured this video of a great white just a few days ago, saying it's only the second time he's seen one far away from the shoreline.
I see them all the times in coastal waters, but it's very rare to actually spot a great white offshore.
Because of the prime conditions and increase in sightings, Dominic has added so-called great white shark trips to his tour schedule. He warns if other boaters plan to do the same, depending on where you are, use extra caution by going slowly and lifting your engines up if possible.
When you're in our very shallow coastal waters here, it's really crucial to keep your speed down because you don't know what might be just beneath the surface.
Dominic says doing so will not only increase your chances of seeing something spectacular, but also keep whatever it is safe from harm. Shanna Handy, CBS 8.
Oh boy, that's a bunch of lies. This is a terrible omen. Destruction is coming to you people. That's what that is, and that's what it means. Just like we had the oarfish. Those are terrible omen unto ye Gentiles. That's what that
at
is.
1 o'clock in the afternoon. And right now,
all right, so this is MBBB, Mr. MBB33, Mr. MBBB3333. This is the only guy that, well, this is among the only people that I respected for years. I've been following this fellow like years. And he never bring any conspiracy theories, any political garbage. He just tell you what it is, okay? Now, this video he published a day ago, the title is, Why All Planes Are Falling from the Sky? 3 incidents and 1 of the same day. Of course, remember, for those of you, the OGs that been doing this thing with us, we used to show you, and one day, they used to have 6, 7, 10, a dozen of airplane falling out the sky. Still, it never stopped. And you see all those little dots and points, we just put them there, okay? All right? Plane crash in Louisiana, plane crash, 2 killed, plane crash, Denver, Colorado, plane crash, Utah. We stopped documenting those things because, well, it's become tedious. It's just become too much, all right? And we have link, breaking news, Lansing, plane crash. And if you keep putting dots where those plane crash, you're like, what the hell is going on? And we realize that the Mighty One turned off the ley line and those people cannot travel the way that they used to. And at one point, no one will be able, plane will not be able to fly. Now that's not, your plane flew, let me get my plane here, MiG-21. There you go. That big Levi plane right there. See, your plane fly not because it is they are aerodynamic and stuff. This, what you're calling here, this is a magical device that use low magic. When it is accelerated to a certain degree and it lifts up its nose, it connected to the ley line and the ley line pull it up. And then it's traveling through a tube like a wormhole. Okay? It's traveling like to an invisible tube. Okay, like a wormhole. It's going through this wormhole. Sometime this wormhole that it's unseen to certain eyes. Once your third eye is open, so to speak, you can see the ley lines, okay? All right? And it's traveling through those tubes. Those tubes are like Futurama tube traveling. Okay, it's like Futurama. This is a perfect example of, let's see if we can take a video. YouTube will get us anyway, so. Okay, this is a ley line, okay? But once your eyes is able to see the energies, you see it. This is how it works.
Radio City Mutant Hall.
Cool. Crosstown Express?
Yeah!
Tourist.
So this is similar to what the ley line works. That's how we were able to fly, but you can't, this tube is invisible to the human eye. Okay, you just see the person flying like Superman or the airplane flying. That's why when the airplane somewhat get out of the ley line, they just fell out of the sky because the energy cannot carry it. The birds do not fly because they got wings, they can flap it. And no, the wings is a magical thing. Magic, again, is energy. Everything is energy. Energy. Stop letting those people suck it out of your energy. This is no knowledge, sounds crazy. That is because it is. Okay, let's keep on moving.
They're not sure what caused the pilot to have to land the plane on the golf course with pilot on board. I want to take you guys now up to northeastern Calgary up in Canada. The next 3 incidents that I'm going to share with you guys all occurred on the same day, and 2 of these incidents involve airplanes basically falling out of the sky, like what occurred down in Brazil. Here we go. The first article, dated August 16th of 2024. Article over here at cbc.ca goes on to say small plane crashes into Calgary golf course with pilot on board. Police say the pilot was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, but for some reason the plane lost power and had to make an emergency landing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And right now they're not sure what caused the pilot to have to land the plane on the golf course, but something definitely went wrong. Another incident also occurring on August 16th of 2024 at 4:32 p.m. over here in the United States in Nevada. U.S. Navy helicopter crew members injured in Nevada training mishap. Basically what happened, 2 helicopters, each with a crew of 5 personnel, were conducting routine training exercises at the time of the incident on Thursday night, and everybody is going to be okay. But that's incident number 2 involving 2 helicopters. Incident number 3, also on August 16th of 2024, over here at Reuters.com. Article goes on to say a pilot perished on Friday as he was flying a jet during an air show in southern France as the plane crashed in to the Mediterranean Sea. And this was very similar to what occurred down in Brazil back on August the 9th. The plane appeared to fall from the sky, landing in the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, so of course, those people will try to attempt to explain and divert what's going on. Well, there were 9 cancer doctors on that first plane. Okay, whatever. Mike from around the world say months ago that planes will start dropping out of the air for no reason. Yeah. Mike around the world said this months ago. All right, well, yeah, keep on with the swagger jack, okay? All right, they do have hackers that can bring down plane and stuff. 8 cancer doctor, setting aside the conspiracy of why plane are falling out of the sky. I would just like to remind everybody that we're supposed to fly in cars by now, okay? Yeah, planes are falling out of the sky, bridges collapsing, dams deteriorating, roads collapsing because they are all built on ley lines. Okay? All right? Here's the attempt to explain the ley line. The magnetic field weakening and intense ionizing radiation pouring in but y'all still catch flights. It's just, that's the explanation, okay? Okay, so why don't y'all talk about the Schumann resonance anymore? It's been off the charts pretty often the past couple of weeks. There you go. Several years ago on Pastor Paul's YouTube channel, Mike around the world said that light planes, including helicopter, will start falling from the sky. Then larger plane will begin to fall. Yes. Do you remember why it's all a solar flare? The solar flare ejection, death cause. People, they are asking because they are very afraid. And we told them, what happened is, beloved, those people, as you already know, you may know, they come in the midst of us, they swagger jack what we are saying, and then they go out there and say to a bigger audience. And then when it starts happening, they're like, oh my God, this guy was right. He started saying this years ago, and stuff like that. And for the people that have issue, that have issue or do not believe us or have some problems issue with us, we have playlists, okay? You can watch all our video and playlists. If you're a truck driver, you can watch the Esau's Trouble, 83 Trouble, got over 130 videos. We have video with songs. All our songs go over 39 videos with songs. The AK Family Handbook, art class. Well, you can't watch this because it's unlisted. The Nation Works and stuff. But there's a playlist called there's Laugh Riot, the video that where we were laughing so much. There we go. Let's get the video right now. Whatever happened to that fellow? I don't know what happened to him. Back then we used to go really deep in things, but We move on. Okay, we even have video called Portals. We have a playlist called Jacob's Trouble. I'm looking for the ley line playlist. Seems I can't find it. Time together, communication with angels. This is not our first time doing this homeworks. Where's the ley line video playlist? Did I pass it? The Smoky God. Love this book. This is weird. Live stream video. What happened? Maybe I passed it. I think I passed it. Or did I erase it? Where's the ley line stuff? Okay, we used to have oh, there you go. Sorry. All right, there you go. The ley lines, okay? We got 19 video out of this. You can see the full list. Let's see the most sort by oldest. Publish oldest. Okay, 3 years ago, the ley lines grids, aka the electromagnetic mystical spider web. Okay, that video, we published this video. We already in the path of Atlantis. We've been talking about Atlantis, and those ley lines have something to do with Atlantis. Okay, we are since 2020, November 2020. Okay, we've been talking about it even before that. We told those folks it will happen. It will happen again. Let's go to show you for the people that need reference. Okay. You need to watch the first video, okay? The ley line grids, aka the electromagnetic mystical web. The ley lines, aka St. Michael lines, the fishers are now the hunters. So the reason why you see those planes are filling out, it's because the hunters are taking them down. All right? Let's see again. Take that out. The ley line are causing a lot of hit and runs, the accident. Stay the hell out of the way. This is not your fight. The father's ley line are causing a lot of hell upon the Gentiles. You know, did the ley line cause this deadly accident in New York? And no way alarmed by your opponent, which is a sign of destruction for them. The ley lines are causing a lot of accident, flight, and fear. Ley lines, airplane are falling off the sky. The Most High shutting down the airways with the ley lines, airplanes are falling out the skies. We warn those people. Okay, the ley lines, car accident, airplane crash, train accident. That's when Tiger Woods got into this accident and stuff like that. The ley line strikes again. All praises to the Most High. The ley line, it's only going to get worse.
3 people have died in a Hull County plane crash. The single-engine Cessna 182 dropped from the sky just after takeoff.
All praises to the Most High, Yahweh. So, it's only going to get worse. All right, let's keep on moving. More and more airplanes are falling off the sky and more car accidents. All right, our forefather used the Michael line for flight and levitation. We study, okay, and the book where our people, okay, the very nature of the operation of the lines required that for the system to work its full potential, all the terrestrial surfaces currents had to be accounted for. The ley line system was thus a truly global system. It was a global system. You travel just like they use it for flight, okay? Commenting on the lines, John Michel writes, and the view over Atlantis. A great scientific instrument lies sprawled over the entire surface of the globe. At some period, perhaps, it was about 4,000 years ago, almost every corner of the world was visited by a group of men who can, with particular tasks to accomplish. You can fly around the world by using the ley line, just like you're watching fry go to the tube. All those things you can travel to them. They are calling them portals, but yes, they are ley line, and they can only be activated with magic. All right, you can go anywhere around this earth, Mars, or any places, but you need what they call permission. All right, so for the people that wanted reference, because we got quite a few people are new here. Okay, witness the power of the Most High and give him praises for this confirmation he sent us. Ley lines. The power of the ley line and our emotion, positive and negative energy. Alone in this work, the heavenly energy from the ley lines call in. We talk about this. We have our people calling and stuff, okay? Our forefathers utilize advanced aviation technology and biblical time to travel through the earth. Ley line, our ancient super advanced aircraft. We show you the proof of the ancient super aircraft. I was writing a comic book. This is one of them through meditation, and they show me how to draw it. They show me how this thing works, okay? Of Etana with under giant eagle. We just read this. You think those guys? Okay, so that's I draw that. This is a flying device called the CP1000. It's a transdimensional travel skipping device. I still have the drawing. I saw it, and then they say this thing allow you to skip dimension instead of traveling to them. For instance, if you want to go to dimension, let's say 300. You don't need to travel from dimension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can skip from 3 to 230, from 230 to 245, and then to 300. It's a skipping device. And again, I'm just talking here. I'm making this up. I'm making all of this up. So it's built like this. It built like a KC, and I can see this being inside of this KC. And he said his name. He said, "Hey, this is how you control this and stuff." And then you just sit there, and then it will just skip it. You can travel like an airplane, but if you want to go fast, you just skip that dimension. This thing has a hospital in it. It has all sort of things and things like that. So I'll go to this. Let me see. You think those guys can just build their spaceship, or you think they build those things because they are so good at engineering? No, man, those guys swagger jack stuff, man. Blue Origin spacecraft. They still, which is you think those guys can? Which is a giant wing, so you know that's what that is. And do things like that. You think they just? Well, that look like anyway. Well, you think those guys can just have those things, go over there and launch them? Yep. You think that's how that works? You think they're smart like this? They're not. They have our books. They put their giant black plume there because you know why? They know what that means. They know what it means. Okay, you can go ahead and watch all those old videos. We had so much knowledge in them and things like that. It's the glory. It's the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings to search a matter out. Okay, spiritual earthquake, 12-story ley line. All right, so we talk about this, man. We talk about all those things, and even things around my house. Things happen. 2/3 in the mist, the ley line making them crazy. A mighty portal opened up in the sky and beam energy down. That's a brother in the Bahamas. He was on the they're not Bahamas.
Wow,
a sister.
look at that portal and all that energy going into it. That is truly amazing.
Okay. Wow. We have those videos. Now, when you watch like guys, like when you watch people saying things, Okay, let's see. Excuse me. When you watch guys saying, Mike from around the world said many months ago that plane will start dropping out of the air for no reason. Those guys don't know what they are talking about. They just swagger jack our stuff and then they go on the channel where they got more people. They don't have more people than us. For instance, see our channel, this is for the new people. We're just doing this for the new people, okay? All right, for the new people, shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This video. Our channel shows we have 15,000 subscribers, which been there for years. I believe they froze the 15,000 in 2022 when it happened 2 years ago. They froze it there. Remember, beloved, for those of you who remember, put it in the chart because people will think I'm making this up. There was a time YouTube gave you an option to hide your subscribers. So we never did reveal our subscriber. It was just Big Levi, and no one didn't know how many subscribers that we had or I had. You know, I like to keep it like this because I didn't want people to come into my channels and harassing me, and because they can't have this, if they see you have 15,000 subscribers, they're like, well, you are part of Esau because Esau is promoting you and things like that. So I used to hide it. And during the summer solstice in 2021 or 2022, there was a solar flare that hit the earth, and it hit the magnetic field, and it hit those people, and it glitched. And when it glitched, it shows the real subscribers. It was over 3.3 million people subscribed. I'm not making this up. 3.3 million, I'm not making this up. People can tell you this. We post the evidence. A sister took a Snapchat and she sent it to me. She said, congratulations, Big Levi. You started at the bottom. I remember your first video. I was there. Sister's still there. She's on the miss. And she sent me the video. She sent me the screenshot. And I see 2.3 million. I'm like, man, is she crazy? That's not real. And then when I check it, indeed, it's 3.3 million subscribers. Our videos were making millions of views. When I checked the videos, there were millions of views. So when we post, we had a post. We had, okay, you know what? There we go. We put it in the community post, but with the community post, it's been 2 weeks, we haven't posted anything. We used to post all the time, but then again, we matured, and then we got much more stuff we are working on. I can filter this. If I could have filtered it, I would show you, I don't have any archive. I would show you the one that we had posted. So when YouTube saw that, guess what they did? When YouTube saw that, guess what they did? They sent a massive email through every single billions of YouTube users. They said, hey, you are no longer allowed to hide your subscribers now. You're going to have to show it and stuff like that. So that was in 2022. We were at like 2.3 million. And Mr. Stone, that's when we were battling Mr. Stone. He never responded. He responded of like fishy, underhanded way, making fun of us in some of his video. He was surprised that his channel has 700,000 subscribers. Ours had over 3 million subscribers. Okay, now it's just, I don't know how many millions of people are watching or listening to this. Those Paul Begley, Mike Around the World, all the other dudes, they watch that. Paul, the Desert Prepper, the Mullet Fellow, and all the other bastards that are watching this and then taking notes and go to their channel and then make it seem like they are the one who come up with the idea. Telling you the truth, I don't know how I am able to decipher in doing this. It is not me. I am not doing this. Okay, I'm just speaking and things are being beamed into my head. That's the only way I can describe it. Okay, things are being beamed into my head, and I'm just saying those things, and to you it makes sense, to me it makes sense, and to a lot of people it does make sense, but certain people like, man, this guy's talking Haitian, it doesn't make sense to me, which is fine. But just to let you know what they are calling the ley lines, what they are calling accidents, an increase of accident, whether it's a car accident and stuff. We were very adamant about this years ago. People can tell you that. So we told them, well, they never say anything about it. They act like they didn't know what we were talking about. Until we stopped talking about it, I made a vow. I say, I shall stop talking about the ley lines. I shall stop talking about them because it's just redundant. The same thing go for China. I said China is literally done. It's destroyed. There's no way they can get China back on track. Japan is done. All the Asian country done. All the European country done. America itself, it's done. The so-called white race is already being extinct. What you're seeing is a charade here. It's just an illusion. Those people are no more. 90% of them are gone. They're just telling you, oh, well, don't reproduce and do things like that. But anyway, the thing is, beloved, all those stuff those people are talking about, which I personally, I don't mind. I don't mind you coming over there and take things and go out there and switch it and make it your own. That will depend on you. You think what we are doing is a joke. You think you are not being watched. You think the angels are not taking tab. Talking about the angel, beloved, let's take a break right quick.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.
Do you know who's your guardian angel? You don't? Check this book out if it's called unto you. You do? Check this book out if it's called unto you. Let's keep on moving. I love this. A brother and a sister shared this to me. I love that.
All right, so these are some images you have to see to believe. One of the world's biggest icebergs is stuck and spinning in an ocean vortex off of Antarctica.
And as NBC's Tom Costello tells us, glacier experts are buzzing.
From the deck of the British ship David Attenborough, iceberg A23A is massive, nearly the size of Rhode Island. It broke off Antarctica 40 years ago. So large it's visible from space. But now it's stuck, trapped in a strange vortex of ocean currents, spinning 15 degrees a day with orcas feeding off its edges. Oceanographer Chris Auckland has seen it firsthand.
So this iceberg is absolutely ginormous. It's 5 times the New York City land area and 1,000 feet deep. And so if you're looking at it from the ocean, you're seeing it 100 kilometers into the distance.
While climate change is thinning the Antarctic ice pack, experts don't think it caused this piece to break off. Icebergs have been breaking off Antarctica for 30 million years, normally traveling through an area called Iceberg Alley before entering the largest ocean current in the world, where they start to slowly melt. But A23A has instead gotten trapped in a rotating confluence of water called a Taylor column, doing a full spin every 24 days. It could stay there for years, slowly feeding the ocean with fresh water and nutrients before it fully melts away.
It accounts for about a year's worth of ice volume discharge for Antarctica, so it's sort of one big giant down payment of ice delivered from Antarctica to the ocean.
The world's biggest iceberg, chilling in the Southern Ocean. Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington.
Again, the word berg means mountain, ice mountain, of course. Those people, I love this because they try to tell you everything is a lie. Everything those people say, it's a lie. See, this iceberg is not spinning because of whatever it's spinning, whatever. There's passageway that are open, and those people don't want our folks to go there. We told you, just like there are Seaport, Miami. Okay, this is, okay. Okay, you see there are seaport, Fort-Lauderdale airport. Okay, there are seaport, there are airport. Okay, they have those things over there too. Customs and all that. Other civilization, other land, other stuff over there. Those people cannot access. So they are coming with all sort of lies and telling you this iceberg is spinning, it's so dangerous and stuff. There will come a time we will be able to travel like we did travel to those land again. Highly recommend the Voyage of Sir John Mandeville. We highly recommend this book. The Travels of Sir John Mandeville, okay? He went to the other islands, to the other places. That was during the time, during the 14th century when we were ruling the earth. He was a brother of ours. He met those people that their ear are very big, okay? He met the dog people, okay? The people that have the wolf head and stuff like that. He met them. He met the monsters like people. He met those people that have one giant leg, and when they are resting, they will rise their leg above their head so they will rest. They are very fast. They are faster than a regular human. And they have those Cyclops one-eye people and the one without no head, and their faces. He met all those weird people that are being put somewhere. Remember, wild beasts will be their grave. You know, once the Mighty One unleash those creatures, there will be trouble, man. And those things are not there to hurt us. Okay, they are there to do stuff unto other people. Remember the mighty Sulanuf? You know, all those things are there. So everything that he wrote in the book, this is not fantasy. Okay, he wrote this, he went with people, he saw everything, he met all those beings, and then he went back to, he met the dragons or the dragoons, these kind of dog-like with horse feet, all right? He met those weird creatures, and the goat-headed and stuff, the elephant that carry a huge castle on their back or whatever. He met all those dragon or dragoons and things like that, all those stuff. And then when he wrote them down, he come back, he met a notarian that notarized his thing as being true, because back then that was common knowledge, all right? Of course, they made the brother white and a sissy and stuff like that, but the books such as the Book of Miracles, okay, we have the book, all right, the Book of Miracles, things like that, and we study those books. Those things are actually real. They did happen, the dragons or dragoons. Okay, let me see. Dragoons. There we go. Okay, well, it's the game. Whatever. Dragons. There we go. That's better. So what you're calling dragons and stuff like that, they are there, they exist. We study them. They belong to the salamanders. They got their own realm, their own land. You know, they have orders of staying there. And once all hell break loose, those things gonna come here. They're going to wrecking shop and breaking hish. You know, things like that. It's crazy, beloved. It's crazy to believe those things are actually real, because we usually have the so-called 83 tell us what's real and what's not. And they told us dragons are not real, mermaids are not real, all those monsters are not real. They imagine things, and then they are telling the truth, just like they told us the truth about ourselves, about the world and everything. But nonetheless, man, they have passage. There are roads over there to go in the North and the South Pole. They are guarded. For instance, Aquaman entrance to Atlantis. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can watch this.
I hid my ship in here.
Listen,
I'm not getting in that thing.
Well, to get where we're going, you're gonna have to.
Your fish ship has been marinated in chum butter. I'm gonna come out smelling like swamp butt.
That'd be an improvement.
Okay, look at the sophistication of this vehicle that travel on the water. Underwater storm, caves, underwater waterfall. Underwater waterfall. They didn't just imagine those things. They use reference. This is a highway, a road. Those things are there, brethren. I'm not making this up. They are there. There are roads that go into the north and south. There are custom people getting in and out all the time. Okay? They just can't go. We can. They just don't want you to go and say, oh man, the South Pole is so treacherous. You need this, you need that, and stuff. Look, if this place, the South Pole, have the ability to kill our people to go there, if you try to go there, you'll die. Those people will not promote you to go there. They would have paid you money to go visit the South Pole. You would have seen plenty people that look like us. Oh, we need to go back to the South Pole, man. Go back to the motherland. We got to go back to Atlantis. We from South Pole. We need to go there. And I met the South Pole women. You know, she said there's no racism in South Pole. You need to, but you don't see that. You don't see that. You see a bunch of people are promoting another land. If this land could have killed you, if there were nothing there, they would have sent your ass there. They would have built prison there so you won't be able to escape. All the best prison would have built on South Pole. All the terrible criminals would have been sent there. If they escaped, they would have died. They would have put 13% of people, they would have locked your ass there. Because there's something there they don't want you to see, they don't want you to know. Okay? There are roads, traffic, and listen to this. Kingdom of Atlantis.
What's the point in having a bridge underwater?
The Gateway Bridge is a remnant of the old world. It's also the only way in or out of the capital.
Why can't they just go over the walls?
Security is impenetrable. Even if they did manage to evade the guards, they don't get past the hydro cannons. People try to sneak in all the time.
You heard what she said? People try to sneak in all the time. And those guys, they try to sneak in at Atlantis. Well, at least a part of Atlantis. All the time. But they can't get in. They do not have the codex to get in. They do not have the code to get in, just like her. They are not Atlantean. They are not the real people. Therefore, they're going to keep guard. All the country, 83, come together. All the country around the world come together. They say, no mother lover is going to go to Atlantis. It's too dangerous. We're here to protect you from that. Really? The government is here to protect us from a threat? They are trapped here. You need magic to go in Atlantis, at least the remnant of it.
Yeah, right.
Let's play this again.
And if they did manage to evade the guards, they don't get past the hydro.
So what's the point of having a bridge? Kingdom of Atlantis.
What's the point in having a bridge underwater?
The Gateway Bridge is a remnant of the old world. It's also the only way in or out of the capital.
Why can't they just go over the walls?
Security is impenetrable. Even if they did manage to evade the guards, they don't get past the hydro cannons. People try to sneak in all the time.
Who are those people? Who are those people that try to sneak in all the time? Who are them? And she said even though they managed to pass the guard, they won't pass the hydro cannon. This is traffic going in and out. And those giant statues are not statues, they are beings. Okay, they are giant protectors there. If you try to come there, they will freaking attack you and destroy you. Okay, look at this. There are people over there controlling who's getting.
Don't worry, I have diplomatic clearance.
You hear what she said? Listen to what she said.
What is this?
Customs and Border Control. Don't worry, I have diplomatic clearance.
We told you, those places, they have custom and border control. And certain of us have diplomatic, we can just go over there in and out. Just like our brethren that go over there in and out. Our people. We told you a story like that all the time. We got people that go over there and come back and tell us, hey, this Haitian is super advanced. And then those guys will listen to what we said and they will make movie like Aquaman. And then people are like, oh, wow, they come up with that? No, they've been swagger jacking our stuff, okay? One more time.
What is this?
Customs and Border Control. Don't worry, I have diplomatic clearance. Welcome home.
Okay, look at those craft and all this beautiful stuff. You think those people make this thing up? They just imagine things like that? No, they don't. They have records, they have videos, photography, Admiral Byrd, whatever they want to call it. All those things are real. We told you this, okay? That's why I love that video. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. Let's keep on moving.
New details tonight into the tragic accident that claimed.
Let's see how long we are into this. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I lost track. It's already 2 hours and 35 minutes. I lost track. Oh man, all right, let's do this. Let's finish that.
Claimed the lives of 9 people in Biglevi last night. The sheriff's office has now identified the victims.
6 of the 9 people who died were children, ranging in age from 1 to 14. The sole survivor of this crash is at a local hospital and listed in serious condition.
CBS 12 Victoria DeCarnis joining us live tonight from the scene in Victoria. What else have you learned?
Well, Jim and Liz, it is just a tragic scene. 9 people died in that single car wreck, and we have learned that all of them were visiting from out of town. You could still see some of the damage from last night's wreck before the car veered off the road and ended up in this canal just behind me. Now,
It's the ley line causing this. 9 people, you know what to do. The car just veered out of nowhere. The ability to drive your car is not because you're a great driver. It's because of the blessing and the ley lines. Your car is a magical, mechanical beast thing. It works on magic, aka energy. That's why you put fuel in it. It's a form of energy. The ley line is what you're driving through. Even when you're walking, when you're cycling, when you're running, you run to the ley line. That's all that is.
You know that only 1 person survived, like you mentioned, and we have also learned that no one in the car was using safety equipment at the time of the wreck. This was the scene Monday night after a Ford Explorer carrying 10 people crashed into a canal. According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, at around 7:30, the SUV was traveling westbound on Hatton Highway when it approached this curve. For unknown reasons, the driver veered off the road onto the shoulder, hit a guardrail, and then flipped into the canal that runs parallel to the road.
Okay, so it's not for unknown reason, it's the ley lines. That's what that is.
Been with the department for 20 years, and this is one of the most difficult scenes I've been on.
Tuesday afternoon, the sheriff's office was back on scene and recovered a cell phone, a wallet, and a set of keys just feet from the wreck. The driver, now identified as 56-year-old Pamela Wiggins, and 3 of the passengers were pronounced dead on scene. Another 5 passengers died at the hospital. Along with Wiggins, the victims have been identified as 30-year-old Leanna Elise Hall, 21-year-old Anaya Monique Lee Tucker, as well as 6 children ages 14, 8, 5, 2 3-year-olds, and a 23-month-old. The sole survivor of this crash is 26-year-old Jordan Ricky Hall. He was taken to St. Mary's Medical Center in serious condition.
This is a very significant scene. This is a very tough call.
According to the sheriff's office report, all of the passengers were from out of town, from Connecticut and Virginia.
For some reason,
and some more.
Connecticut has been making a lot of news lately. It's been a while, but hey, that's what happened. People are being cut off from the blessing.
Heartbreaking news, if that's even possible. Today would have been the driver, Pamela Wiggins' 57th birthday. There are still so many
57th birthdays.
Questions that remain in this investigation, like why were there so many people in a car that was only meant to seat 7, not 10? We still don't know how fast they were going.
They are kids. They got like 3 more kids, small children, 23 months old, like a 2-year-old, and things like that. So they're ley line.
Going, or what made them veer off the road, but the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is still investigating.
All right then. Okay, let's do this.
Democratic National Convention kicked off by saying farewell to President Biden and hello to the new face of the party.
Fox 4's Dan Godwin here with a recap. Dan.
Well, Brandon, exactly 1 month ago, Joe Biden had his party's nomination for president all sewn up. Last night...
that was a month ago. Wow, time do fly. I don't really pay attention to garbage, but anyway.
It appeared he was trying to dispel any idea that he wasn't fully on board with Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket.
This is all fake. This is all fake. If you study with us, Sister Kayla and all the students, oh man, this is all fake. All right, let's clown you people.
It was a very loud and prolonged standing ovation for the president as he stepped out onto the main stage of the United Center in Chicago. He was introduced by his youngest daughter, 43-year-old Ashley Biden. The president highlighted what he says are his administration's top accomplishments during his 50-minute address. He also made the case for why Kamala Harris is best suited to continue the work they've done over the past 3.5 years, and Biden reflected on when their partnership began.
Selecting Kamala was the very first decision I made when I became our nominee. And it was the best decision I made my whole career. We've not only gotten to know each other, we've become close friends. She's tough, she's experienced, and she has enormous integrity.
And this November we will come together and declare with one voice, as one people, we are moving forward.
Earlier in the evening, Vice President Harris delivered surprise remarks to the convention, praising President Biden, adding, quote, "We are forever grateful to him." Harris will return to the United Center Thursday night to formally accept her party's nomination for president. Speakers who took the stage last night also included former U.S. Secretary of State and the 2016 Democratic nominee for president, Hillary Clinton. Tonight's featured speakers will include former President Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. The delegates will also hear from the second gentleman, the husband of Kamala Harris, Doug Emhoff. Dan Godwin on Good Day.
Boy. I tell you, man, it's just, at one point you like, you people, this is, yo, it's just like, whatever, dog. You people still don't see this. Yeah. You people don't see this clown show, man. It's just everything becomes so ridiculous now. The moment the mighty want to open your eyes, you can see everything, dog. I mean, everything, man. So let's keep on clowning those people, man. Let's keep on clowning them.
Civil rights leader, politician, Baptist minister, protege of Martin Luther King Jr. You can see him there waving, getting a very warm reception, actually a standing ovation by the delegates and those who are congregating inside the room.
They want the old
you see that lady there covering her heart in reaction to him raising his hand, purchasing Reverend Al Sharpton just over his shoulder. As we mentioned before, Jackson sought the Democratic presidential nomination back in 1984 as well as 1988.
That's not Jackson, that's a cop.
Made that saying
That's a mechanical hand. They are raising, putting a lever behind it.
From the Chicago-based Rainbow Push Coalition.
They gotta get shot off the black woman.
Of course, Chicago resident here.
Because they need her voice.
Some tearful, as you see, a lot of emotion in the room, reacting to see Jesse Jackson as he blows a kiss there. That was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
This is all mechanical. He's not doing
2015. Rousing response. You can see it on people's faces, the young and
all
old,
mechanical.
reacting to Jesse Jackson.
They just attach some kind of mechanical, and the guy behind him is controlling this thing. Give a speech, man.
Rick, quite an emotional moment.
Well, this is what makes convention special. And you mentioned Chicago, of course.
They gotta get the black woman vote. Oh boy. Beloved, Jews and Gentiles alike, we are not moved, we are not dismayed. I just want to leave the nation in peace, leave you with love. This was not my intention to make this video too long. I hope I didn't keep you too long. I didn't keep you waiting for that long. I'll leave you with peace. I'll leave you with love. I say shalom.